total chaos. Um, Pictures don't describe how bad it was when you come out and you looked at what periwinkle was and how bad it was on the island. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody to stay during a hurricane, but I did, and I wouldn't recommend, if I had to do it over again, I would tell anybody they should have evacuated and not stay on the island, because it wasn't an experience that you really want to go through.
At that time, the storm was tracking basically towards the Tampa area. It's going to be about 60 miles offshore of Sanibel. Category, 2, I think, is probably about what it was at that point in time, maybe. And so we expected maybe at best tropical storm winds. Well, my son was watching the weather on TV, and I heard him say, "Hey, Dad, come here. You need to look at this." So I went back and looked at the TV, and they started talking about the storm wobbling a little bit. Then about another 5 minutes went by, and they confirmed the fact that it wasn't a wobble, that the storm had changed direction. And literally, when the weatherman, I think it was Van Winkle on Channel 2, he had a screenwriter pen, and he started where the eye of the storm was, and drew an arrow. And literally, if you couldn't have done it any closer. The tip of that arrow looked like it was right at my front door.
We were kind of putting up shutters. We skipped a window, so we actually got to watch a lot of what was going on the outside. And I'm surprised the window didn't break. But there was one coconut tree that would fly out of zoom of the window, and then that thing would just come back up when the gusts would stop.
If there's anything that came out of the positive, I think it educated a lot of people how destructive a storm could be and how quick it could change, and how Mother Nature is very unpredictable. No matter how you try predicting, it could change at the last minute.
Hurricane Charley, was really the first storm to hit the island in so long that it really took everybody off guard. I grew up on the island, and you didn't really think about, it really wasn't that much of a concern. And so, I would say we were pretty underprepared for it. I mean, we were fine. We weren't going to, starve or anything like that. But, you didn't have generators. We had no generator. We were kind of like scrounge around for stuff to eat.
I would just like to mention that, when your city officials tell you to evacuate, they are speaking with knowledge, and I think you should heed the warnings and do what they say. And if they tell you to evacuate, I think you should go. We're coming into the peak time of the hurricane season right now. For probably the next 45 days is the peak time of the year. So you really need, if you don't have your preparations, you need to get them in place now, because it can happen very quick. And so don't wait. If you don't have your hurricane package and supplies together, head out. Let's get them done, because right now is the time to make sure you've got it. I just say it's an island. We love living here, and no hurricane or nothing, it may run us off, but we're going to come back. This is home, and we're not going to leave it.